Hello everyone, thanks so much for coming back to my channel, and if this is your first time, hi, I am Natalie and I hope that you'll subscribe and stay a while. Alrighty, so a couple housekeeping things. One, this right here, this scratch is from my thumbnail. My thumbnail gouged my forehead when I went to go do like a hair flip when Jeff and I were shooting at the beach the other day, and I literally took like a scoop out of my forehead. How did I do that? I don't know. I have no idea how I ended up doing that, but that's the case. It's healing. I'm using vitamin E on it. It's just part of my face right now. It's taking up residence. I should start charging it rent. So we are sitting in a parking lot, and what that usually means is that we're doing an in the fitting room. I asked my Instagram earlier. P.S. if you're not following me on Instagram, I'll link it up here, and it's always down in the description box of my videos. I asked earlier if we wanted to do Macy's or Penney because I couldn't decide between the two. I was equally wanting to do both. So I left it up to Instagram, and as you'll see, it was this way earlier too. Since the beginning, it's always been that Penney was beating out Macy's. We have right now 155, a vote just came in, 156 votes for Macy's and 232 for Penney. So I'll do Penney this time, and next time I will do Macy's. Thank you so much to everybody who voted on there. I love when y'all are interactive with me. Penney is actually a company I worked with several times on Instagram, but it's been couple years at this point, I believe. Probably about 2 years since I worked with them. Whenever I worked with them, I did find a couple lines that had some good stuff. Boutique Plus was good. Obviously, what Ashley Nell Tipton did with Penney was awesome. And Worthington had some good. Arizona, I think it was called Arizona, had some Juniors Plus options. But I have not been in a long time. This would be exciting for me as well because I was familiar with the brand but haven't visited them in a while. It's a nice and pretty gloomy day here in San Diego. The sun wants to come out, but it is very cloudy, and it is about 65 degrees. My friends back home in Texas, I apologize that you are sweltering in like your 90 something degree heat with like 100,000,000% moisture. I'm so sorry. I got my Starbucks. My new favorite is the iced green tea latte. And I believe it has matcha in there. It's really yummy, really refreshing, something different than coffee. I've been rambling long enough about absolutely nothing. So let's get ourselves into the fitting room in Penney. It's always so hard to find the plus size section in department stores, but we'll keep looking. Still looking. Walking into this section made me especially sad. All I could remember was being in middle school and having to shop in sections like this. Any of y'all relate? Ultra casual today, my little button up from my Shein haul, along with one of my favorite pairs of skinny jeans and favorite pair of flats. I'll make sure to link both below. Love those jeans. You'll notice my color palette is pretty similar amongst everything. Animal print, olive green, and yellow, and denim pretty much amongst everything. This is my first batch that I'm gonna try on, and I'm already sweating. This is definitely not going to be everybody's taste, but I loved the color and I love an oversized kind of camp shirt. Now, I like that you can do a bunch of different things with it. Obviously here I tied it up, just unbuttoned the bottom few, knotted it up around my waist, and it's this really cute kind of cropped camp shirt. Or leave them opened and you can do a French tuck if that's something that you're into. French tucks are really popular right now. Or you can just tuck in the whole dang thing, kind of like I'm gonna do here. Nice and blousey, obviously with jeans or kind of, you know, with any other bottoms. Or I just like leaving it open. Lots of room, lots of movement. I love this color. Olive green is one of my favorites, and it's one that I always forget that I like as much as I do. While this piece isn't my favorite, I feel like it was nice and secure on the bust, came up nice and high in the back, and I like the little bit of movement around the belly. If I was into baby doll tops like this more, I would have grabbed it. This skirt was probably my favorite thing that I tried on today. Not only is it animal print, so y'all know I use animal print as a neutral, I love it, but it reminds me so much of the leopard print silk skirt from Anthropologie that I have. It is so comfortable, passes the sit test just fine. It's made out of a beautiful material and can absolutely be dressed up or dressed down depending on occasion. This was probably my other favorite thing that I tried on today. It's another animal print and it's a jumpsuit. This one with pockets, which is magic to me. It is a little cropped leg jumpsuit with nice wide straps on the top. That way you can wear whatever kind of bra you want and it's not gonna hang out. It did have a plunge neck, whether that's your thing or not. Meow. Jumpsuits are really having a moment right now. It's really trendy to have them. They really pair well with either something underneath like a turtleneck or a little t-shirt, or with something like a blazer over it, or nothing at all. Either way, I liked this. I just had no need for it. Be warned, y'all, from here on out is kind of a huge fail on everything. This little jumpsuit, I loved the bright colors. I'm really trying to incorporate more color and more pattern into my wardrobe because if it was up to me, I'd wear all black all the time. This had such potential. I think that the material that it's made out of and the general vibe is very Madewell, very Americana, very universal thread, and I wanted to love it. I still can do some moves in it, still can groove, but I did not like the way that this fit on my body. Had pockets. I think that if you have possibly a different body shape than mine, or you don't mind the way that it fits, you'll love it. It's a cute design, just did not work super well for me. Thought I was gonna love this dress, did not like this dress. I felt like a giant toddler in it. I didn't notice these arm vents on the hanger, but when I got it on, I did not like the way that those fit. It was nice and oversized. Y'all know I love me a t-shirt dress, but this was just ill-fitting. It was not, quote unquote flattering on me at all. I would have liked it if it were a little shorter, I think, but still, I really wouldn't have been into the arms. I really love black. I really love plaid. I really like t-shirt dresses, but this one, she wasn't it, Chief. I was the most excited for this piece, and I was so disappointed. This was the largest size in the store at 3X. This looks a lot like an Eloquii dress that I have that's in like a white. It has these like tortoiseshell buttons. I was real sweating. And a linen-y material, no pockets, but I loved the yellow. I liked the accent of the buttons. I was really excited about this. And it just did not make me feel good. It had this weird lining that was attached so precariously that I had to take this off and put it back on about 4 times before I could understand how to put it on my body. As you can tell, it comes up pretty high whenever I do the sit test. Overall, this just didn't do it for me, but the idea is absolutely something I would have liked if it would have fit me better. This is a piece that's definitely going to be a personal taste kind of thing. I really liked it. It's a very stretchy, as you can tell, leopard print bodycon skirt that was in a knit material. I thought it made the booty pop. Of course, I love the animal print. This is in a 2X. The 3X I tried on right before this and did not like the way it fit. It was kind of all the way straight down and just was not very sexy at all. I didn't really like it. When I do sit, it does cling the belly pretty intensely. That's going to be a decision you can make for yourself on whether or not you want to wear something like that. But overall, I loved how comfy this was. This would be so precious with like a band tee tucked in, maybe even some little booties, combat boots, you know, chunky heels, something like that. I really like this skirt, and on sale, it was about 15 bucks. I just didn't need it at all, you know, but I liked the way that it fit overall. I was excited to try on these shorts because they were Levi's. Y'all, I've never gotten to try on Levi's before. It was something that until very recently was not in plus size whatsoever. So I grabbed these shorts. I think they were they're a size 22. And they would have buttoned, but it wouldn't have fit nicely at all. The rise was more of a mid-rise. I couldn't find anything high-rise in Levi's in the store. And they touted up to a 24 in store, but I found this one pair in 22 and the rest were 18s. So that store was not very stocked on the size range whatsoever. I'm not impressed by the length. I was not impressed by the cut, the rise, the sizing, anything. But, you know, it's trying out a new brand I never had before, and sometimes things just don't go so well. Cue another piece I was super stoked to try on and did not work. These reminded me a lot of a pair of prim pants that I have, so I was stoked to try them on. These were in a size 3X, and no wishes nor prayers would have gotten me into these pants. I was really excited too, but as you can see, not so much. I don't think I even have to explain these. These are by the brand Angels. I own this same size from this same brand, but with the Rebel Wilson collection, a 22. I could not get these over my thighs. These touted being like, you know, stomach slimmer, tummy tamer. Y'all, they tamed a little too much, I'll tell you that. Here were another pair of Levi's. This time they are in a size 24 in a short length. They call these a straight leg, even though they look more like a boot cut to me. They are a medium rise, which aren't my favorite. I don't like this cut of jean on me at all. I feel like it makes me look like I'm 2 feet tall. But I can say honestly that I think this is a nice pair of jeans, especially if, like, let's say you're a teacher or you work another profession where you're allowed to wear jeans, but they have to be a little bit more dressed up. I think that these could transition into professional wear very easily. They fit nicely on the butt. I really liked the wash. And here I'm showing you, yep, a 24 short in Levi's. Not my favorite on me, but still a nice pair of jeans. Giving you one last peek at the size 22 jeans that I came in. I freaking love these. It just goes to show, like, you have to try things on. If you're one size in one brand, you're probably not going to be the same size in another brand. And try not to let that get you down, y'all. I'll try to make this brief. I want to give my wrap-up thoughts to my experience in the dressing room at JCPenney. I don't think there's a whole lot to say. I can't say I was very impressed. There were a couple items that I liked. I ended up not buying anything and am not leaving feeling some type of way about it. I'm not like missing anything or like, man, I should have gotten that, or, you know, even thinking that I'll go back for anything later. But I did visit Sephora. I had a gift card, so I got a couple little things. Let's do a little haul. It's not enough to do an actual haul on my channel, but I got a couple of their sleeping masks. So Sephora has like these single-use sleeping masks. I don't love that the packaging is single-use, but the outside's cardboard, so you can recycle that. I got the coconut water one, 2 of them. They were on clearance for $2. I like these. Ooh. I like these a lot, and I do feel like when I wake up in the morning, my skin feels really juicy, especially right now that I am scabbing and stuff like that. I would like to give a little hydration and love to it, so I got the coconut water ones. I got the Origins, the pink clay mask. It's very bright outside, y'all. I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to see closer up. It is the original skin retexturizing mask with rose clay. I'm really wanting some clay masks right now for this little area right here. I am coming off my period, so my skin's been a little testy, of course, and the travel size ones will still last you forever, especially from Origins. I also got a liquid lipstick from the Sephora in-house brand. These are awesome liquid lipsticks, by the way. They're a few dollars more than drugstore, but I really feel like they're very comfortable. They last all day. My favorite red liquid lipstick is from the Sephora in-house brand. This particular color is number 118, Wild Side, and it's like a terracotta orange. It's gonna be really pretty. And I just dropped it. Sol de Janeiro Coco Cabana. I've had the original Sol de Janeiro body spray, but this one is Coco Cabana. So does it give me the notes? Let me look really quick. Yeah, the fragrance notes on the Coco Cabana are, top notes are coconut and caramel. The mid notes are praline and marshmallow, and the dry notes are honey and toasted vanilla latte. This smells incredible. This smells delicious. Like if it were a dessert, I would eat it and then want seconds of it. Some people are not into food scents at all for perfume, and I'm usually one of them, but this smells so good, especially for summer. I can just envision being kind of like a little bit sweaty and like a really sexy dress and having this on, and then like my pheromones just going wild. I'm really excited. And so all of that cost me $3 out of pocket because I had the gift card. So I'm really excited about that. Back to the in the dressing room and why y'all are here. I just know that people would have asked what I got from Sephora if I didn't tell, but you know, I am sure I've already inserted footage of this, but I was really disappointed. So I got footage of what the section looked like, and it really brought me back to my childhood. And it brought me back to my childhood shopping at JCPenney and shopping at Sears, Montgomery Ward's, if anybody remembers that, of having to shop in the plus size section because that was all that fit, and it being very outdated, nothing trendy, very matronly. And I'm not saying old lady or whatever, because people can wear whatever they want, and it's not, age has nothing to do with it. It's a taste thing. It's absolutely not my taste. This thing became uncovered due to my sweaty forehead, so she's out to party. Just really brought me back to that, and then having to search and search for the few things that I did find. I found 12 items total. One or so of those I may not include in the try on because it was not needed. It was very plain, but if not, then I included everything. I had to really dig for those things, and I can't even say that there were things that I was super wild about. Now, that is not always the case with JCPenney, and I don't know if it's this one in particular because there was a lot of the store that was on clearance, and I don't know if that's an end of season thing. I don't know if that's perhaps this JCPenney is not doing too well and is, you know, possibly closing. So I don't know, because like I said before I went in, I've had good experience with JCPenney, very much. I did not see anything from the Boutique Plus line, so I don't know if that even still exists on JCPenney, because that had a lot of cute things. I did see Worthington, and Anna was another brand, and Worthington was the brand I tried on the most things of. That was, you know, I did find some things I wanted to try on at least. Got to try on Levi's for pretty much the first time and was super disappointed. I did not like the way they fit whatsoever. I think the fit is really strange. They have the same like ingredients, you know what I mean, materials as the jeans I wore into the store, and those did not look nice. They were not cut well for my body shape, and you know, neither here nor there. And then y'all saw that one pair that I tried to put on. That was by the brand Angels, and Angels is the one that works with Rebel Wilson, and her line is nicely cut, or her collections. Those were, I couldn't even get the 22 past my thighs, and I'm wearing a 22 into the store. So let's have a quick chat about the feels that come after the dressing room when you didn't have a great experience and nothing fit how you really wanted it to. This was a good example of that. I had a couple things you'll have seen that I liked them well enough, but for the most part, I'm really disappointed. And not only in the clothes themselves, I don't know why I've started saying it that way lately. It's not the clothes themselves, you know, like, yeah, I was overall pretty disappointed in the offerings that this JCPenney in-store had, but it's more about the sizes and how I felt in them. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really frustrating to try on, to be wearing a size 22, go in the store, and then try a size 22 on and it not even go over your thighs. What? And to try on a size 24, like that straight leg pair of Levi's, and them still be super tight. I don't have any magic words or wisdom or insight when it comes to how you feel after a poor fitting room experience, or even just a poor, you know, at home trying on stuff out of your closet. I don't have any magic words. All I can reiterate to you is that it's an inanimate object. It is a piece of clothing. You can't put something as personal and as monumental as your self-worth in an inanimate object that hangs on a hanger in a store with a price tag on it. You can't. And I promise you, the price tag of your self-worth is way more precious and expensive than something at a big box retailer. So all I can tell you is that if anything, use that as a gauge for whenever you're shopping, if you ever shop that brand again or that store. So now I know that particular brand, that size does not work for me. But I know the jeans that I'm wearing right now, they work for me in the same size. It's so frustrating that we even have to go through, you know, all the trial and error of trying on different sizes from different brands, and even sometimes within the same brand, you know what I mean? Like I said, it brought back kind of the old kind of yucky feels from my childhood about having to wear stuff from a taste and age range that did not reflect who I was at all. I was 10 and 11 years old having to shop in the plus size women's section with the same clothing that my grandmother would wear. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to wear what my grandmother would wear, but I was 10 or 11 years old, and even now, I'm in my 30s. I still don't want to wear those things. Yeah, so this was kind of lackluster. This had a lot of fails for me. Personally, I'd say more fails than not. Sizes were all over the place. I tried anything from a 2X and 3X to a 22 and 24 in women's, and it was all over the place. Some 22s fit, some 24s didn't. Some 2X's fit, some 3X's really didn't. So you have to try things on, and you have to remember that your self-worth has nothing to do with the clothes that may or may not fit your body. Every Sunday in June, I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live with Dia & Co. And I'll be taking over their Facebook page, doing the live, and I believe it's gonna be at 7 p.m. Eastern, and if you're on the West Coast, about 4 p.m. So I'll make sure to give y'all the information for that down below, just so you can follow along if you want to and come hang out with me every Sunday. And we're gonna be going through our box, trying things on, all that kind of good stuff. I don't really have anything else to say. That kind of sucked and made me feel some type of way. I'm trying to snap out of it and remember that it's just clothes. It's just clothes, man. It's not that big of a deal, right? I want to thank y'all again, as always. Thank you so much for watching my channel. It means a lot to me that you'd spend your time with me and go along on my adventures. I really hope that you'll subscribe if you haven't and join me. Hopefully next time you see me, this little bad boy will be out of here and I can stop hyper focusing on it. Thank you again, and I will see you next time.